Hello there everybody, Steampunk Gentleman here again with Dweller's Empty Path. Now, I'm just jumping right back into it because I want to see more where this game takes me. Yep, let's go to the castle. Yes, thank you. Alright, hop on in. See, I love this. I think they said no real cutscenes, but I think this counts. Maybe it's just a sweet bit of pixel art here. I guess maybe they say I'm a beast type because of the ears. But I thought it was just like a hat or something. Take care. I can't read this. Alright. Castle Town Gate. There aren't many people traveling through the forest these days. Probably because of the spike in beast type appearances. I haven't seen any, aside from that one that wants to eat me when I die. I'm patrolling the area to make sure there aren't any suspicious people about. I mean, besides you. Am I suspicious to you? Absolutely. But you already know everyone thinks you're fishy. I guess so. Left graveyard, right path to Castle Town. Are you a yokai? Rude! How did my journal end up here? Should I record stuff? Oh, guys, cool. Makes that simple. I'm getting the Ocarina of Time vibes here. Just ghosts over the graveyard. There's a lot of spiders and bugs in the garbage can. A journal? Who does this belong to? Yeah, I'm gonna read it! It was a new morning. Everything was quiet and peaceful, except for the occasional beast types prowling about. Nothing out of the ordinary for this place. A place I wanted to stay for the rest of my life, I thought to myself. And then, it was as I was gathering something for breakfast, I saw someone crying. Someone this deep in the forest? Were they lost? I went to take a closer look. A lone girl, crying all by herself. She looked to be maybe just a little bit younger than me. What was she doing here, all by herself? Did she get separated from her parents? Did she have any parents? Should I help her? My instincts were telling me, don't get involved, and don't let anyone get involved with you. But what if she was like me? If she was all alone? This girl, could she survive in the forest all on her own? In the end, I decided to go and see if there was something I could do for her. I asked her, "What are you doing here, all by yourself in the forest? Are you lost?" My sister and I can't find her," the girl cried. She had gotten separated from her sister somehow. Well, all I had to do was help her find her sister, right? There was no way I could leave her alone when she was this lost and scared. At this rate, she'd be food to any nearby wandering beast type. "It's dangerous here," I told her. "I'll help you find your sister." As I helped her up, she seemed to calm down almost immediately. "What's your name?" I asked her. "Yoki," she said. "Okay, Yoki, let's check the nearby village. Maybe someone there might have seen where your sister went," I told her. And so, we went to check the nearby village. But, it seemed like nobody had seen her sister. And nobody recognized this girl. The girl barely said anything at all, so I had to speak for her. Hours had passed, and still not even a hint about her sister's whereabouts. But with no luck at the village, I decided maybe it was better to continue this search in the forest. This girl and her sister, were they travelers? Where did this girl come from? I tried to ask her, but she wouldn't answer any of my questions. Actually, after I started asking about her past, she collapsed. Did I push her too hard? It was getting late, and we were far from the village. So, I decided to take her back to the place I was staying at. It was a little run down, but it's better than having her sleep out here in the forest. I thought to myself, it'll only be one night, then tomorrow I'll leave her with someone at the village. someone like me. I don't know if I can really be of much help to her. Just when I thought my life would be easy and peaceful from here on out. This is his journal. But, sister? How strange. Did I have a sister? I'd like to read more. Yeah, let's keep reading. Too many pages are missing. Oh, so that's what the missing pages are. Okay, so this is Zera's journal? As in his? This treasure chest is sealed shut. Wonder what got trapped inside. There's something in here. A broken bottle. I see what was left here. I'll just put it back. Well. Interesting. Nice little bit of backstory there. Hey, let me save. Was it a one-time deal only? Okay. Yeah, I like that little exposition there. Lakefront ahead. Alright, here's the lakefront. Yep. Swimming and fishing prohibited due to sightings of beast types in deep waters. Okay, so I guess beast type just means anything that's not like human and peaceful. If they're in the water as well. I guess I could just went with monsters, but they're in a little flair to it. Hey. And he's gone. Such a large bear. He seems tired. I should let him sleep. Path up to mountain forest, south lakefront. Oink! Oink! No entry. I'm going in. Where am I? What is this? Is this the world of cats? I think there's a... okay, person. If you ask me, I think the reason so many beast types have been showing up is because of the prince hired. The prince hired. Town doctor. Good day, is there anything I can do for you? Hi. Claire wanted me to pick an order from you. Ah. I see, one moment. Thank you for waiting. Here's her order. Thank you. I trust if you know Claire, you'll know to keep this a secret, yes? You mean that you sell these items? Yeah, no worries. The situation is a little sus. Why do I think that's like a black market in its organs? You have an antennae and a tail. Are you a beast type? No, I'm not. I sure could go for a bite to eat. Welcome. There's a room available if you'd like. You look quite tired. I'll be okay. Thank you, though. I want to quit my job and become an apprentice to the tailors. They're so cute. So I guess I accidentally just wandered into the town. Oh god! Welcome, welcome! What can we help you with today? Let us know if you need anything. Feel free to try on any dresses you see. Feel free to browse our selection. We only use the finest materials and fabrics in our dresses. Please, try on some of our works. Stunning! Dazzling. Such a perfect fit. I have no words. The sophistication. The grace. I only gave, Thank you for stopping by. Have a nice day. Since more beasts have been showing up, taxes have been going through the roof. I don't know how much more I can handle this. Oh? You're back in town, Yoki? Got another jump to the prince? I'm not sure yet. Just wanted to take a small walk, is all. Oh, it was right here the entire time. I just went the long way. How did my journal end up here? Yep. Alright, let's see what else is in the castle town. Welcome to the library. I believe you have a few overdue books. Please bring them back before I issue a late fee. Sorry, I'll bring them back soon. A lot of the books I borrowed are for Claire. I hope she's almost done. I don't want a late fee. I like to come to the library often. It's a nice and quiet place to think and reflect on life. Demons and angels. Myths, stories, and lore. I'm not too interested in this. Well, I am, and I'm the player. Damn you, Yoki. Wow, you have a tail. You're so cool. I'll be like you when I grow up. Oh no, kid, I'm getting judged. A large fountain. The bird on top is really cute. My dad doesn't like the prince. Says he'll never be like the last king. And you always gotta live up to somebody's expectations, and you always let someone down. The prince is so handsome. If only he wasn't so gay. If he wasn't so cold and stern. Hey guys, I'm just gonna walk in here. The prince is in his office at the moment. I think he's been meaning to see you anyway, so you should head up there. Man, everybody wants me. What if I stayed in bed? Downstairs is the dining hall. It'll be quite some time for our meals ready, however. The prince hasn't been eating much these days. He seems preoccupied with all the reports of beast types lately. The prince works very hard, but his cold personality puts off a lot of people. A lot of his subjects and soldiers have some pretty unkind things to say about him. Well, I mean, as long as they keep that to himself. We're currently preparing the king's favorite meal, stuffed peppers, with some baked clams as an appetizer. That doesn't sound too bad, like some jalapeno poppers or something. Food isn't ready yet. You can't rush perfection. No, but I can rush you! Onions, mushrooms, chopped up with garlic cloves, ground beef, and tomatoes. Season with some salt, pepper, and thyme. All cooked and stuffed in a pepper and placed in the oven. A wonderful recipe for success. Sounds pretty good right now, man. I'll take an extra. Ah, it's you. Sorry, I'm afraid I don't trust you at all. You may have the prince and the high knight fooled, but not me. Alright. Good thing I don't care about your opinion. Halt! Well, it's Yoki. Everybody finds she entered the prince's room. Yeah, I don't want to mess with you. Thanks, I think. Seems like some kind of index or record. Oh, there's a section for me in here. Yoki. Dangerous, suspicious character, potential beast type. Demeanor, calm, passive, avoids conflict. Princess notes. High risk due to inability to determine species and threat level. Unknown, being capable of great strength and use of magic of questionable origin. Source of magic is likely witchcraft. Keep under surveillance at all times. Signed agreement. Free travel and residence in Castle Town and nearby village in return for services to the crown. Would not enter missions where the target is human, origin, or natural type. Oh, what's that? To protect the humans? Refusal or breach of signed agreement is grounds for elimination or detainment. Gives the principality to make sure to document everything. Wonder how often this is updated. Such a large collection of clothes. It's also fancy too. Guess he does rule a kingdom, so this shouldn't be that surprising. What an unnecessarily large and fancy bed. Very comfy though. The prince would throw a fit if he saw me sleeping on it. It's an orgy bed. That's what that is. Such a large collection of clothes. It's all so fancy too. Oh, right. Such a fancy dresser. The mirror on it is so clear and crisp. What do you want? Cold as ever. I'm quite busy right now, so out with it, quickly. I just came to stop by. I had a bad dream, so I... Bad dream? Don't tell me you came here just for idle chatter. I guess I came here for something like that. Honestly, what do you want me to do? Console you? Read you a little bedtime story? Fetch you a warm glass of milk? This guy... You know, you'd be more popular with your subjects if you were a little more considerate. My people like me just fine, I'll have you know. That's not what I've been hearing. Enough of this. If you're finished, I'd like to get back to work. Alright, guess I'll come by again later. I could have sworn, by the way, yeah, I thought you had something to say to me. This paperwork I'm currently filling out is for you, which means I have a job for you to do soon. Oh? A few of my soldiers have disappeared up north. We think it might be due to an aggressive beast type in the area, and you want me to go and do something about it. Precisely. Once I have a little more information, I'll be sending someone to pick you up at the village. It'll still be a few days until we're ready to send you out, so there's no need to get ready just yet. When the time does come, you're to assist my men in scouting the area. If we determine the cause to be a beast type, you are to exterminate it at once. Alright. Just so you know, if it turns out to be a human behind this, I won't be helping with this. Of course, I'll uphold our agreement, and you must understand, you can only live peacefully in your little forest house if you follow my orders. Do not show mercy to these dangerous beast types. Should you do so, and disobey my orders to eliminate it, I'll be redetermining your own threat level to our kingdom. Yeah, I get it. Pompous ass. I looked up to the previous king a lot. I still mourn his death. I would try to hold out hope for the prince, but I don't know if he'll ever be quite his father. I still miss the queen dearly. Such as the former king and queen, the prince's parents. It's too bad I never got to meet them myself. The people really seem to admire and respect them. The prince feels like he has to live up to his parents' reputation. Not only does he not want to let his people down, he doesn't want to let down the hopes and expectations his parents had for him. Must be hard for him. Maybe, but he's still a little ass. You capture you get a lot more flies with honey than vinegar. Probably the one good piece of advice I actually heard from my dad. Alright, is there anything else I can do in this castle town? Man, I've had enough of this town. I've been thinking about moving to a village nearby. Alright. Honestly, what was he thinking about having a beast-type work for him, even after his parents were killed by one? Maybe it was my sister. I was thinking of picking up a new spear from the blacksmith. His work is really fantastic. Yoki, what are ye doing here? You ain't got any good with a blade. Just dropping by. I like to look at your work, even if I can't use them. They all look so impressive. Look all you want, just know none of them are for ye. Oh, maybe I want a sword or something. There was apparently some casualties up north. The people were thinking it was a beast site that went rampant and killed some soldiers. That means they're going to probably send Yoki up there to check it out, huh? Yeah, probably. If anyone's going to get tangled up in that, better hurt than us, right? Hey, turn around, pal. It's a nice fishing spot, but there's so much cargo on the pier today. Guess a large shipment must have come in. It always feels strange to walk on land again after spending days on sea. Feels like I'm still swaying. Yeah, I know that feel. Though, not as bad as probably what a small boat got. I was on an aircraft carrier, so not that bad. More like a giant building at sea. The captain's quarters are up ahead. Welcome aboard the ship. Hello. Is the ship going to head out soon? Afraid not. We've been docked for a while. Besides, the prince I have me head if we set sail with ye on board. Yeah, guess he wouldn't be too happy. I mean, if I leave, what's the big deal? I've been taking a small break before I gotta go back to lifting cargo. Feels like it never ends. Man, I know. More! 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 Drinking. This stuff sure is refreshing. Hey, can I get you anything? Yeah, can I get a cranberry juice with some whipped cream on top? Coming right up. Oh, so refreshing. This is exactly what I need to take my mind off things. I agree, it's quite tasty. Well, it was what I needed. What are you doing here? I'm allowed to enjoy a drink myself once in a while. Does this stuff even suit your palate? I'm not the one drinking juice, so you really just walked in here to patronize me, huh? Don't be ashamed. I enjoy cranberry juice too. That's your... Alright, there's been a few misspellings. Palate was wrong. This is supposed to be your with Y-O-U-R. That's your only decent quality. Though, I have a feeling what you're drinking right now isn't cranberry juice. Not in this type of establishment, no. So he rescued me, now I'm just like hooked on me? I heard there's been more aggressive beast types appearing here in this land. I don't know if I want to stay here too long. Oh, those antennae, and that forked tail. You're that beast type that works for the crown, right? Yeah, sort of. But I'm not a beast type. Oh, I'm sorry. There's a lot of rumors spreading around about you. Are you sure you're not a beast type? I'm not. At least, I don't think I am. All this stuff's gotta go. But the crew's on break at the moment. Man, underway replenishment's no joke. I was in the deck department, I know all about it. I'm not catching any fish. I wonder what I'm doing wrong. That's safe for fishing, isn't it? I wonder what's beyond the sea. Far off lands, other kingdoms, new horizons. Maybe. People like me. But I don't think the prince would ever let me go and see for myself. I need to stay here anyway, and wait for... a sister? Catching a whole ton of fish today. Lucky me. The sea really washes away your stresses and worries, huh? Ooh, a lighthouse! Why not take a look at the view from upstairs? I often find myself staring at the ocean, losing track of time. Guess this is the lighthouse's light? Okay. Alright, so I definitely want to head back to the house and speak to Claire and give her her package. So I guess if I don't see anything interesting, or I'll probably just put in whatever I do see that is interesting and new. Otherwise, I will see you back there. I hear the village near here is filled with people with animal parts. That means they're all beast types, right? Not quite. They're also human. I heard kinda open up a cafe sometime in the village near here. I should stop by sometime. Let's check out some of the other pathways in this cave. Heading left this time. Ooh, a ghost. Okay, rude. Sorry, no secrets to find here. Man! Thank you for coming all this way just to see me. Sure thing. Had to get a sip of coffee. It's gone cold by this point, but still good. Oh, ladder. Let's see where this goes. Oh, wow. What? What was that all about? More pages. Found missing journal pages. Was that the same one from outside the dragon? The dragon deity thing? Okay, dead end. Dead end. Oh, what's this? The water looks too muddy. There's no way this would restore my health at all. Was that an option? Like, is there other water I can sip from? Oh yeah, so this leads me back to the village with random skulls still. Oh, what's this? I shouldn't walk in the middle of this. Oh man, they're gonna beat up that one wolf. Or fox. Oh. What's this? Oh. Did you enjoy your stroll to the Crown's castle? Ours is much better, don't you agree? How did you know I went there? Oh wow, I didn't. Not even cranberry juice? Well. Oh, you've come, miss. Is there anything I can get you? Stay as long as you'd like. Isn't it sunny out? Looks like nighttime from this window. Is the glass tinted? I feel like I shouldn't look through his fridge. No one know what this guy eats. It's just I found a secret castle? Sorry, not even you may enter Lord Zera's room. Okay, this is Zera's castle. My reflection. Why does it look like I started crying? Oh god, no. Oh, he's gonna do it again. Why did it make a paint expression? This is a room being kept for a certain someone. We tell you that every day as we wait for the day they join us. And who would that someone be? Even if I don't want to sleep in my own bed, why would I sleep here? My reflection. Did it just smile back at me? A fancy lamp that seems to emanate a dark aura. Those of us who work for Lord Zera have either been created by him or have been acquired by him. So is he like a vampire? My reflection. It started laughing. Is this a portrait of himself? It smiled back at me. Why is this house so creepy? This crystal is weirdly soothing. Oh hey! You saw it, didn't you? Yeah, I did. It's a crystal. Okay. Alright, well, I'm gonna get out of here. Because that was weird. What's over to the right? How? Alright, so that was like 3 wolves ganging up on a fox earlier. Oh. Are you guys lost? We're pretty deep in the forest. Nope. We're doing just fine. Are you sure? We're pretty far from anywhere. Yep. Okay. That's strange. I can't sense a fountain anywhere. Fountain. Man, this game is packed. There's a lot of stuff going on. Someone's been here recently. She's not here. Wonder if she's at her cafe in the village. Man, I would love to see what like the entire map of this game is, because it's gotta be... It's big. Oh, hey. Oh, okay. Bye. I still need to go back to the graveyard so I can see what else is in that village. How did my journal end up here? Yeah. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's that creepy person again. How'd they get this deep into the forest? I guess I gotta follow and find out. The barrier is broken, but is it really so ineffective right now that someone could wander this far in? Hello there. Are you lost? Do you need any help getting back to the village? Am I lost? Yes, I believe I am, but not in the way you think I am. Oh, what does that mean? Yes. I remember you quite well. Have we met somewhere before? We have indeed, at the shrine earlier. Oh, that was you. I mean, before that. Indeed, we have. So, not to be rude, but who are you? Who am I? Yes, who am I indeed? I am a dragon who you so thoughtlessly beat up not too long ago. Dragon? You mean you were created by Zera? I was, yes. I was once his familiar, and now you aren't? That is correct. I didn't know that familiars could stop being familiars. But you don't look like a dragon, I thought. Yes, I suppose this form isn't very convincing. So, allow me to show you. Ooh. Behold, my true appearance. Oh, do I have to fight? Oh, I see now. That's a look I recognize. Well, if you still plan to destroy the area, I'll stop you again. Ha! You needn't worry. I'll not attack you or anyone near here. I have only one target, and that is Zera. Zera? Your goal is to kill Zera? That's surprising. I certainly have a lot of questions. I will humor your curiosities to the best of my abilities. Well, to start, I guess it's no coincidence that you look like the statue at the shrine. That is correct. Zera would frequent the shrines of the dragon deity. He admired them, and so he shaped his creations as such. That is why we have this form. I know that Zera's dragons thought autonomously. I feel a bit bad now for beating you guys up. Not that you guys didn't deserve it. Typically, we do not think with our own minds. Our life is a short one, as our forms are but a collection of energy given life. Each passing moment we exist, we also cease to exist. As the energy that makes us exist is used up, we vanish. When I clash with you, you use your power on me. That power that you use to quell what you call beast types. As a result, while I was blown back, I absorbed your power. I have been reborn. And not only that, I have been given the gift of autonomy. I can think for my own. I began to question my own existence and being. This confusion led to hatred. A hatred of being created to merely be destroyed by your hands. But do not worry, I do not harbor such resentments towards you. It was not your will that I was given such a purpose. You were created to be destroyed by me? I always thought he did that on some sort of whim, without much regard if it was you or me that died in the process. On the contrary, your death is the last thing he wants. He prepares you for a day in your near future. He's... what? What's he preparing me for? That I do not know. I find that hard to believe. He roughs me into schemes to throw me into situations which almost kill me. He gives me those awful nightmares every other night. If anything, it just seems like he enjoys toying with me. He does find amusement in your suffering. But beyond that, there truly is something you must face in your future. You must be ready for a peril worse than what you faced thus far, should you successfully complete this journey ahead. It is then you must be wary of Zera. When that time comes, he will be your greatest danger. I wish you could tell me more. I apologize, this is all I know. But worry not. Before such a day comes, I will kill him by my own hands. If I can beat you, I don't think you stand much of a chance against him. So, in what way are you lost? I'm lost in purpose. I was created merely to be destroyed by you. But I no longer desire that, and so my purpose is lost. I don't know if that means you're lost. I mean, you found a new purpose, right? To kill Zera, I suppose. Well, sort of. But I was actually thinking that your purpose is to keep on living, right? Perhaps. Anything else? Though I've grown to despise Zera, I still feel drawn to the shrine of the dragon deity. I feel a kinship with the forgotten god. Should a god be forgotten, the god ceases to exist. One day, in the same way, I will be forgotten and simply vanish. But I will fight to exist until I carry out my revenge on Zera. Okay. Well, it was nice to meet you, dude. I'm glad we didn't fight. Because I don't know if I could take you on since they hadn't taught me any combat mechanics. But yeah, man, this game, packed. There's a lot going on. Wow, you brought my stuff. Thanks so much. Sure thing. I'm assuming these are ingredients for witchcraft. Yep, they sure are. And these are especially hard to come by. What are these ingredients for this time? The doctor's tone really changed when I brought the order. It's, the commission this time is a little unpleasant. Just kidding! It's for healing potions. Witchcraft is used for more than just vile reasons like making poisons or curses. Though I guess I've taken a few of those types of jobs before. If these ingredients help people, why do they have to be obtained so sneakily? The only use for these types of unique items are formulas relating to witchcraft. And ingredients like these tend to have uses in more than just one formula. Some being very deadly or dangerous. To reduce the risk of these being used for dangerous stuff, it's all just outlawed. Annoying, right? I guess I understand. Anyway, I have the ingredients now, but I don't have to make the potions right away. Why don't I take you out for a flight on my broom? That always helps me feel better when I'm not doing too well. I'll be waiting for you outside. Okay, where's the books I owe? Hey, hey! No reading my journal! Just because I left for a minute, don't think I can't tell when you open my journal. Do it again. Alright. Oh wait. What's this? Oh. Alright, let me save. So I wonder, can I really just go to bed now and the game's over? Or does it just mean that's how you exit the game? Hey ya, wanna go for a flight on my broom together? Sure. Alrighty, let's go. I didn't say yes yet. Hehe, isn't this nice? It is. Hey, you know, you could try to act like you care. It's been a while since we've gone off anywhere together. Traveling, adventuring, and whatnot. Yeah, it has been. But it can't be helped. Things have been so busy lately. That's true. I've gotten so many orders and clients lately, it's making my head spin. Mostly for rewards and health potions, too. Seems like something's really staring at the beast types lately. I've been getting pulled away a lot for work at the castle, too. Taken away from the job I'd rather be working at. The post office, you mean? You're so strong and cool, it seems like a waste to work at a job like that. I like it. It's nice to see other villagers regularly. I like my boss, the work, and the atmosphere. It's very peaceful. Delivering mail is pretty fun and pleasant, too. I like the prince, too, but sometimes the work can be very unpleasant. Yeah, I hear ya. The prince, I can't imagine what that guy's like. His heart's cracked down on witches and beast types. Can't imagine he's any good. I think regardless of what kingdom we're in, it seems like there'll always be strict rules regarding witches and beast types. Isn't the prince just doing his job? I just hope the world opens its eyes one day about how great witchcraft is. Outlawed or not, I'll always keep up the practice. Personally, I find it very beautiful. People are just scared of it because they don't understand it. Such a shame. You know, I think you're very beautiful too. Flirting again? Hehe, you bet. We're so gay together. But I do mean it, you know. You're really different and special. It's a shame others don't always see that. It can't be helped. I know I'm pretty strange. Nobody really knows what I am. Even I'm scared of my own powers and strength. Like I said before, people are just scared of what they don't understand. Some of the villagers have warmed up to you lately. They're starting to realize there's nothing to be afraid of. I guess that's why you like your job at the post office, huh? Yeah, that is a reason. Well, you know, we outcasts gotta stick together. Who cares if the rest of the world doesn't agree with us? I'll always have your back. Thanks, Claire. I know I can always count on you. That was fun. Let's go again sometime. Yeah, let's do it again sometime soon. Now for that journal! Hey! Now read my journal. Alright, she knew. Alright, let's save again. Okay, I think I'll end that episode right here. There's probably still a lot more to see, so I'll definitely be coming back to it. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe if you want to see me play more of these little indie games. Check out the playlist of more itch.io games and all the others on my channel. Until next episode, Steampunk out.